Oh man, but
Oh, okay, he wants to play me.
oh,
Um,
Deli Ray wants to play you.
no, Jamedel?
Oh, that's Nocturnal.
Oh, God. Stick to certain names, people.
Yeah,
Stick to something consistent.
you're supposed to use the same name on every single website.
I do
All day,
well,
every day.
So,
almost.
in
Oh,
Any
results,
site that I can get away with.
end results are Ghost Pilot in first place. We're the adversary, Nocturnal. Maybe next time, Eltro. In fourth place, myself. Fifth place tie is Hirokanobu and Running Wild. Seventh place tie is Dilly Neo and Hilder. Ninth place tie is between a four-way between Gibby, Shinta Proof, Dad Demo, and Jet Possum. And 13th place tie is Sloth, 2 open slots, and Evil Dragon. 4 Evil Dragon. Didn't
Evil
even get a
Dragon's
chance
an
to
open
fight.
slot too. You might as well put Sloth in hold on, let me look at this. Oh, you may as well put Sloth in ninth place as well. He doesn't need to be down there by himself.
So I guess Raven Nocturnal are going at it.
Yes,
Raven
they are.
He wants that salty run back.
I want that salty run back.
We all want that salty run back. But it's
I'll give
already
a-
solved.
I like to
It's
see
already-
Neo go at it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Retenivore, when are you gonna start streaming 2K2 UM? Huh?
Never.
So you have Neo and Knock on stream.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. For upcoming stuff, this Saturday I'm streaming Vampire Savior GGPO Weekly Tournament. And the Vampire Savior GGPO Weekly Tournament is going to start at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, check that out too, guys.
Are you doing Rebel Up as well, or?
Rebel Up is the following week.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a bye week. Never mind.
Yeah, no.
I keep on mixing. I get it mixed up.
Rebel Up is like 13-hour days, man. I'm there for like seriously 12, 13 hours. Like if I was doing that weekly, I don't know. I probably wouldn't be able to handle it. But it's kind of well, even though I say that, like you got like people like Armando and Watson doing 12, 13-hour days every day at that arcade.
Yeah. Well. it
Yeah.
is
I was
what it
actually wondering if I was going to win this. I figured I was probably going to play second.
No, not the case this time. As you said, things turned out surprising.
Yeah, I just it's just been so long since I really played this, and like lately I've been playing some, KOF 13, which I just can't quite get into the flow of. I mean, I'm great in older KOFs, but 13, not quite. Then I've been playing a bit of Street Fighter 4,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
not so
well.
great, and I'm okay in that. But between messing with those, I was kind of starting to doubt myself. I'm like, man, am I just, it's like, am I just old and slow now, and I just can't really do this? But
I would say that the games are bad, but that's just me.
well, I didn't want to say that because I didn't want it to seem like,
I mean, I don't
I'm like
care.
an old
I'm,
man just shaking my cane, saying that old games are better.
I'm going to shake my cane and be proud of it.
Yeah, that's fucked up. You're not even that old. You're younger than me, for fuck's sake.
Oh, I'm
I don't want to
probably
hear that shit from you.
I'm probably the oldest person here.
It's true though.
I was in the
But,
first, like, National Street Fighter 2 tournament.
What? How old are you?
I'm 35.
Really? Wow. Okay. I didn't realize. Well, I'm not saying
Well,
that.
yeah.
That really isn't based off your age. It's just that you've been playing for so long.
Yeah, I've been playing for ages. The
Yeah, I'm young compared to y'all. JLW still has hair.
I used to I used to go to arcades just all the time.
Jed, that was mean.
And
Oof.
I used to do that all the time, and I lived in San Diego, so there was always a lot of competition. But then I came to Louisiana a long time ago, like 20 years ago now.
I'm 23
And,
going on 24.
I am 24 going on 25, and I lost all my hair. So, yeah. Well, fuck you, Jed. Like, jeez.
Yeah,
We
I
all
miss
know
Fuzzy
Fuzzy.
a lot.
We all
we,
know.
we know you're anime fuzzy. Cut it out.
Oh man.
Alright, I haven't been following this score. I think it's 1-1 right now, though. Might be 2-1, but they can correct me later if I'm wrong. But yeah, no, I'm probably streaming another one of these next month sometime. I'll do them probably a month apart.
Just
Talk to me.
if you can, if you manage to switch the day, I would really appreciate that because Thursdays are really good day for me.
A lot of this stuff's going to be done during the middle of the week. Depending on which day during the week you want it done, it might change, but it's going to be done during the middle of the week for the most part.
Like if it's in a random Wednesday or a random Wednesday or Monday or Tuesday, then I'm down. Thursdays and Fridays are the worst days because I got
Wednesdays
school
good?
at night. I could do Wednesdays. I can do Mondays, Tuesdays.
Well, I mean,
Wednesdays.
from what it seemed like,
Around this time, to be honest, because I got
Yeah.
work at evening.
It was mostly
like-
that this Wednesday was bad for me, so that's why we were.
Well, no, I'm just
discussing
saying,
it was
like,
gonna
I'm,
work, though.
you know, I'm not saying cater for me, do it for me. I'm just saying.
no. It just seems like
Man.
Wednesday as a whole it seems to be good for everyone. Because it wasn't just you. It was like,
No,
If
for the most part, people still showed up. I don't think it was as bad as people were complaining it to be. For the
I
most
mean,
part.
it was more of a coinky ding that everyone got like snowed in and stuff. But yeah.
I got snowed in, that's why I'm participating. But
just like inches upon inches. Had to like get out the snow boots. Haven't worn those in forever.
Like it's gonna be that bad.
Oh, hey, Dog Z has me beat. Yay.
38.
Not the oldest person on the screen.
36.
Yeah.
Well, Rave is like what, 36, right? It's 2, right?
I think Rave's younger than me. Rave actually used to live here, and we used to see each other in tournaments before we knew who the other person was.
Oh man, what a coincidence.
So it was one of those things that once we started playing online, we were like, "Hey, where you live, New Orleans," and you know, we knew some of the same people and stuff like that. And we actually wound up going to some of the same tournaments back in the day, but we just never knew each other.
That's crazy.
Manchester? No, I'm still in Louisiana. I am planning on moving to SD soon, San Diego soon, though. I've been saving up.
You're gonna move to San Diego?
That's where I'm originally from.
Okay, so you said you're in Louisiana right now, right?
I'm sorry?
You said you're in Louisiana right now?
Yeah, I'm in Louisiana.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I blanked out there for a second.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Getting tired, man.
Yeah, no.
Since
I was
this
just
tournament is
updating some
over,
stuff.
Ooh,
they have a
Rick is going nasty
Exert
with the Spain cancels.
Exert stream up right now, so just throwing that out there if anybody's interested.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to play some more RB2 next time. I would be playing right now, but it's fucking 12 o'clock, so.
I know
That's
we
fine.
may need to have some more. We're about 2 tournaments soon. Something that they like something awful did a couple of years ago. There's a bunch of goons there I forgot who did it, who set it up. But he created a basically summer-long tournament that happened every week, and
I remember that last year, but yeah.
yeah, and the people kept getting points. Like whenever they win, they would get points, and they would just add it up through each game until the end of the season. And whoever had the most points was the one who won the whole summer-long tournament. And it had all sorts of games, just
What's
common
the-
stuff, things that were obscure. It's a lot of fun. I was kind of hoping that they would do it last year, but it didn't happen.
Man, well, that sounds interesting.
It went
I just-
from good to mediocre character. I don't understand.
I think it's
I'm not-
1-3.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Barely Blazed Tongue is a good character.
hey Doc, do you know what part of San Diego you're going to be going to or moving to?
Silence, Jed.
Oh,
Windjammers.
Yo, I don't want to
Actually,
hear
Windjammers was one of the games that was in that tournament. I wound up missing that week though. I was kind of bummed.
I don't want to hear that, Jed, because yo, you have problems with my Tomahoo.
And don't you mean your trademark words?
Breaker.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one right there. I only play that character because of that fucking move. I don't know. Like, Tomahawk is just an added bonus.
Oh, that's who I used. Condor.
Yeah, of course.
He was my main in Breakers.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, he's really fun to use.
But no, like oh my goodness.
It'd be like the next couple of weeks. You said already.
I'm sorry.
Oh, they're trying to work out arrangements for a Garo tournament. So
Okay. Yeah, just talk. Like I'll be down to enter. I'm ass at that game, but you know I'll participate. No. Oh, what? That is nutty.
oh, that was close for Tom.
That was very close. Yeah.
You know, the one thing. I mean, there's a bunch of tier lists out there, and I'm going to be the elephant in the room. But
What for this?
yeah, you're like, what do you think? There's probably like an update. You know,
For
Were they-
Real Bout 2?
yeah.
Well, Japan
I
still
made
plays it.
back in the thread. I made one, and I didn't really want to, but it's one of those things where it's kind of like a necessary evil. It's like if you don't do it, everyone's going to ask about it until you do it.
I'm not gonna ask like, how good is my character against this character?
Yeah, and stuff like that.
Oh.
So I created a tier list on the page, and then for whatever reason, people suddenly took dispute with me placing Tongue in the low tier, and for some reason, everyone set out to prove me wrong.
But
And,
he's just so just got nothing going for him, not even damage wise.
His
Like-
damage isn't that bad. Like, through everybody and their mothers using Tongue against me for whatever reason, nobody uses Tongue. I don't know why they got offended when I said that he wasn't great. But anyway, he's better than I initially thought I was, than I initially thought he was. But that's not to say that he's all that great. He's just not bottom. I would put Chang on the bottom. And I would probably put Tongue just above Chang. Tongue's problem is that, well, one of his many problems is that he's basically the worst. Basically, he's the EX Tongue for Real Bout Special,
Yeah, but a
who was
weaker.
already not very good, and then they took away the stuff that made him good,
Yeah,
that made him halfway decent.
All right.
And-
Oh, okay.
I mean, so many of his things are negative on hit.
That's pretty bad. When you told me that like
Oof.
that buff,
I think,
buff becomes
that's it.
negative.
yeah.
Yeah,
think
his
that's-
Yeah,
that grow, the super where he I mean not the super, I'm sorry, the Mash C,
I definitely
So-
missed one of the ones.
one where the one where Tongue buffs up.
Nocturnal, do you fill up to more games? You know,
Oh,
When Tongue buffs up and that hits, that's also negative on hit.
what is it like -1? So it must be worse on block then.
No, it's negative a lot on hit.
Really? So you could just get straight up punished like.
Yeah,
Whoa.
you get straight up punished just by using that. His
I didn't-
overhead is like -1 or so,
So he
Right,
doesn't
so-
get any advantage.
so he can get thrown out of that. And some
Wait,
of his
throws are
best
one
moves
frames in this
honestly
game?
come from his taunt. So you have to do like his taunt, then you have to do like another stage of his taunt. Then I think maybe a third stage of his taunt before you get the best version of that move, which means you can't do it in a combo. And it's highly telegraphed. And, yeah, just a mess. So I don't know. I think maybe him and Tongue, I mean, Tongue and Chang are probably competing for the worst spot.
You're making Running Wild cry right now.
Running Wild knows this.
I know. I'm just messing.
I'm not telling him anything he doesn't already know. But from
But-
there, everyone, I mean, even though they're the lowest, they're not so bad that they can't win matches. You just have to play Tongue in a very particular way, which means you have to play him just very tight.
It's
very
like
conservative.
Freeman and Goro. Like he still could compete. Sure, he's like limited.
Yeah, he's limited, but I mean, he still can compete. So
Way more than freaking what's his face? Tizok. Oh man.
Tizok was bad, and then I heard about the throw glitch, and then I was like, "Ooh," because he was my main. And
Oh man. This
so
is
when I
one
found out
dude-
about the throw glitch, I was like, "Wow, I didn't know he
What
had."
was the throw glitch?
What was it? If you do your top attack, whether you have it or not, or you do your super motion, then he can't grab you. So if you're in recovery frames and you push, I think top attack is CD, right?
Mhm.
If you're in recovery frames from anything and you do, say, your top attack or any of your supers, then he cannot grab you.
Wow.
So there's actually a video of it. Someone showed it to me last week. I'll see if I can. I'll just link it to the screen.
So that they pretty much negate that utility, that tool that he has.
Yeah. So Tizok has it really, really rough,
Ooh.
and he wasn't good to begin with.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So yeah, throw escaping technique. Here we go. I'll link it in the screen.
Alright, I'll check it out.
There we go. But the character who I pretty much use now is, well, I even used him back then, was Kushnud Butt or Marco Rodriguez.
Oh, my man, Butt.
Yeah,
That dude is
he's a lot of-
hilarious.
And I don't typically like using Shotos, but to me he's not really.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can't
he
get a
is.
Shoto gameplay to work too much.
I'm sorry?
I said you can't get it like in that game, you go, because of JD. It doesn't work too much.
His
My favorite
his break is really hard though. I have a hard time getting that off consistently.
My favorite thing about Garo is that you don't land the ground against Gato. If Gato has you in the air for any reason, rhyme or reason, he's just gonna hit you with neck breaker.
Hello,
And I
everybody.
What the hell? Oh, what's good?
I want to say first and foremost, thank you for putting me in losers, Michael. And all I want to say is I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm not gonna be salty or nothing like that. I had gotten to a wreck today, dude, at my job. So
Oh yeah, yeah. What happened with that?
yeah, basically, I was letting this guy over, and this lady just smashed in the back of me, dude.
Oh really?
Ah.
And I was in a company, I was driving a shuttle bus, so my head was hurting, but I wanted to play in the tournament, so it's all good, man. I got no excuses. I lost fair and square against Nakio, and
Kind of a surprise this tournament.
nah,
Yeah,
it's okay.
I haven't seen Knock in years.
Yeah, but you gotta
That's
you
just
gotta
bad.
remember
It was
something
just,
about
didn't expect people to overcome
the
it.
thing. That's what it is, man. Let me tell you about Nocturnal as a player, dude. The dude has like unlimited skill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very.
The dude can play. The dude, any game he pretty much touches, he'll pretty much dominate it. So I didn't knock it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all I can say is the dude did a great job. As always. Mike always play well. And
I'm Mike, by the way. I should. Oh, it's
my bad, dude.
No, it's all right. Just a lot
anyway-
of people don't know my real name, so.
Oh yeah, but basically the tournament went well. You did a good job, Rotana Boy Dog. And keep it going, man, because we need stuff like this to keep these old games going, to get these new people to understand that it was these old games that brought Street Fighter 4 up to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we continued to play these games when there was nothing else. So it was a good tournament. Good games to knock. And, it was good to see everybody. All the old school players come out, man, and that's it. But,
I'll do these a little more often as long as I keep having time.
yeah, just do that. It's pretty cool and it's stress relieving and everything, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've like really played.
Cause see, I mean, yo, I got some real Bout 2 stories. You know, I could tell you, like, basically, how I got good in real Bout 2 was, there was this player named Ninja said I was garbage, you know, but at the time I played Robot Special mostly because that's what was in Pennyland,
Oh, okay.
you know. So
Yeah. Oh God, Pennyland.
yeah,
Man, I
Pennyland.
miss
So
that.
basically, yeah, I miss it too. So basically, the dude said I was garbage, and I just kept playing and playing and playing, and then this dude, there was this player named Ash Star. He played,
Yeah, I remember him.
and then there was guy of Calera used to use Tonk Faru all the time. He used to beat me all the time, and that's what made me play Tonk Faru. But
Yo.
basically, every morning me and Ghost Pilot used to play every day.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I got good because of Ghost Pilot playing me every day on Calera.
Yeah, that's crazy because Guy of Calera is a dude from Buffalo. We met up from time to time.
Yeah, he plays. Yeah,
I didn't know he played. I know he plays SF4 now. I didn't know he played this game.
Dude, he was one of the best. It was a nice little bit of us. As far as Nocturnal, he pretty much surprised me because I didn't know he played geese like that. He always used to go to Yamazaki and shit. So I was just expecting to fight Yamazaki when he got geese and started doing all that shit. I was like, fuck. But in that first of 5, I started adapting and shit. So, I got no excuses, yo. I mean, I'm an old man now, dude. I'm 36, pushing 40. I'm not 21 years old, or I'm not.
You're not pushing 30 till you're. I mean, you're not pushing 40 till you're 39, homie. Don't think like that.
Yeah, you're right about that. Oh yeah, and it was good to see Gibby too. Next time, matter of fact, when y'all do the Garo tournament, I'm gonna do a prediction. It's gonna be knocking Gibby probably.
Yeah.
If Gibby,
I would just be happy not to embarrass myself in Garu, really.
I
Yeah.
play.
I mean, I play, and I could actually hold my own against Nock, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
And even then, I mean, he was still
like I say, the
in
dude.
Garu. It's a different league. I mean, he's far above anybody that I played.
Oh yeah, let me shout out Running Wild, man. He was
Yeah, Running Wild was representing Chang.
dude.
He
He
said
was
he was going to use him the whole tournament, and I told him that he's going to switch to Kim.
That dude was a troll back in the day, though, man. But we just grew to love his ass. Remember when he was Islude?
Yeah, I still call him Izzy. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Which
I've known Running Wild for. Whew,
Shoot, since Calera was out, but it was big. And you know what though? I wish
early days of Flair. Like I've probably known him at least 10 years. Same thing as same as Rash Reflection. Josh the Funk Doc. I've known him since he was in junior high.
dude.
So that I've known him like 10, maybe 12.
We should have contacted Caddy, man. Caddy was good.
I don't even remember how I met. I know I met Running Wild at a local tournament in Syracuse. I don't even know how. I don't even remember how we like freaking even acknowledged each other because, like, I think we just talked once and then we just said fuck it. Like we just talk about dumb shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, Caddy couldn't make it. But yeah, he would have done really well in the tournament. They had another kid. They actually had they had somebody that made a combo video that dedicated to me, you, and some other guy. I forgot.
Full Metal G.
Huh?
Is it Full Metal G?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit made me feel good, right? You know,
I haven't seen this.
dude. You never seen him? It was Full Metal J. He used to play all the time.
Well, no, I know him. I mean, he
did a combo video.
he did the editing of the Blue Mary, like the little tutorial video that I made.
Right.
Blue Mary. I never finished. But I don't know. He did like a combo video and like dedicated it to anybody. I haven't talked to him in ages.
He dedicated to us three, man. I guess the guys that just kept playing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like what kept us playing was the competition, dude. I I always had that competitive nature to where I gotta get you back. That's why I did that salty run back with a Nocturnal.
Yeah.
That shit was pissing me off getting my ass beat. I'll keep it real. But I feel better because I did better against him.
Yeah.
It was,
Well, all I wanted to do, like in joining the tournament, was just put on a good showing. That's all. That's all I really had set out to do.
I wanted to do all those feint cancel combos I do and shit. I just couldn't touch.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't get any of my combos with Bob either.
We saw you do one a fake cancel combo and you dropped it and it was like because it was looking really hype and then like I think you feint canceled a jab and I think it whipped or some shit. And you just dropped it.
Yeah, it
was with Terry.
And I'm oh, you talking about when I did it with Terry?
Yeah, when you're in the corner.
Yeah, I dropped that combo. Terry is hard to do because what you got to do is you got to do the down forward with A to get the uppercut string going, and it's crazy. But the thing is, you get a little frame advantage with the AB to the forward C, the little the charge, and that's how I was getting jabs in on him when I was connected it on block.
Oh, that's good shit.
Because I remember Ghost Pilot used to always say, Terry is unsafe. Terry is just that other. And not that I'm trying to doubt him. It just said I wanted to find out how I can make him safe. And that's how I was able to make him safe. And doing dash and C with the little kick, that's an overhead. So that's a good potent shit.
Well, I don't know if I said that Terry's unsafe. The thing I said about Terry was that he had a hard time opening people up because his only overhead was that dash kick. So you can just block low on him all day long.
Right. Yeah, you did say shit. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I just, dude. I mean, I wish you could run another tournament right now. But
nah, I'm too tired for that.
But the thing is, man, it was really inspirational and everything, man. I almost cried. Man. I actually almost cried because I'm in pain, but
Did you get injured, or I didn't think you did?
Dude, I got lightheaded.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Yeah, and then the lady was talking about it was my fault, but I'm like, no, bitch, you ran into me. Yeah. You're supposed to be a few feet away from a shuttle bus. I was driving the shuttle bus, and I could have had. Matter of fact, I was driving the handicap shuttle bus.
How hard? So how big was the damage though?
She just bent. As far as her car, that shit's all smushed in.
Yeah.
Well,
my damage was just a little bumper bend, you know.
Yeah, no, but it's kind of hard to damage a car that big.
Yeah, but then it's like, I'm like, I didn't move or nothing because usually when I get into a car wreck, I burst into this road rage and want to go and beat the fucking people up that hit me. But I was chilling because I was like, hold up, I'm on my job. I'm getting paid decent money right now. I cannot mess this up. I need to sit my ass down and chill out. And then when the police asked me what was up, I told them, I said I was letting this guy over and I got smashed. Bam, that was it. So I'm all right though. It just that I got a little lightheaded, and they wanted me to work. They wanted me to stay working, like drive another bus. I'm like, I don't feel like driving, man. And I just said, man, just let me come home, man. And I came home, and I'm cool right now.
I got a tournament to go to, man. Just let me go home.
I wasn't. I wasn't even thinking about the tournament until I looked on Facebook. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I said that'll make me feel better, you know. But but like I told y'all, man, it's like as far as the new schoolers that like Street Fighter 4 and all that other stuff, man.
Well, I think they'll come back to the old, because what was happening before was that we had like a big drought of fighting games.
It's coming again.
And so that's how a lot of its old stuff is becoming, discovered. And people are like, hey, there were a lot of good games that we just don't know about.
Yeah.
And but then new games started to hit, so that stuff kind of got pushed by the wayside. But like that age is kind of coming to an end. It's like games are slowing down and stuff like that. So we're kind of entering that drought period again.
Oh. Yeah, I just started playing RV2. It's a fun game. So.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're going to see another one, I guess kind of like renaissance of fighting games.
Nope.
Well, I don't like. I personally, I wish there was just less majors. There's too many fucking majors now. Everything is in their mother being called a major. They need to like kind of like chill
this,
out
major
for a
that.
bit.
They need to
Yeah,
just
like-
come, they need to just come together and make some type of council or something and just create a league, man. Just call it a day, man. Create your own esports instead
I
of
don't like
instead of
that.
instead of fucking with MLG, man, because MLG
That-
gonna do what they do, you know.
Yeah, like honestly, that's not something that I really know about, like in terms of like mages. But I just personally think that, like, why go to that extent and like why go for that like amount of money that they throw out at these majors? Like, you should just like shorten it or just make regionals and shit. Like, you shouldn't really be doing all this majors unless they're successful.
And just
Like SCR, NCR, and fucking
I don't think
CO
it's
and
bad.
shit.
I mean, everyone wants to make money with this. Like, they want to turn into a living, and
And it doesn't really work like that,
it
man.
just doesn't work
unless you
like that.
got-
It's like you can't
unless-
sustain it.
Unless you have somebody that's filthy rich, that's willing to put it all out there for you. You know what I'm saying?
yo,
Yeah.
yo guys, just wait, man. My major is coming. I'm gonna run a major. It's gonna be all the games you love and none of the games you hate. It's gonna be great.
Well,
Nice.
hey, that's what that's what some organizers would do, and then things change, you know.
Hey, why you think TO's like caters to the top players? Because they want top players bring like entry.
Yeah, they do. It do bring entry and everything, and you know, all I can tell you about that is I just wish that people appreciate the realness of competition instead of being dick riders. Yeah, I'm calling it all out, man. I don't mean to say dick rider on your show. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's
Instead
whatever,
of-
man.
I don't mind.
You know-
I don't mind a bit here and there. Cause
But the thing
I
is-
was saying fuck earlier myself, but
And I'm not.
it's just a certain level.
And I'm not complaining, you know, and I don't knock
Yeah.
stream monsters because that is a part of you know our audience, you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, those same stream monsters got this. If they put a little bit of work in it, they would have the same skill as any top player. You know, you got to strive to do this. It's not set up like, you know, basketball, football, baseball, to where you got to be drafted to play in something, or golf where you got to pay a large amount of money to do the master. You could just enter a tournament and just show your stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what makes it exciting. That's what makes it exciting when you see, like, so-called nobodies make a name for themselves, like watching Juicebox making a name for itself by doing a stupid dance and being good with Abel. All right,
Is that all it takes?
and then he just
I feel better.
Then he just said F Street Fighter 4 and went to KOL. I got mad respect for that dude because an open mind will make you very, you know, diverse in all these games. Look at Chris G. He can play any game he want. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, I think more players need to be like that. Justin Wong is pretty much like that when he was younger. You know what I'm saying?
He's still kind of like that now. Like, he's playing all these games.
That's something I was trying to tell people in a forum. It was about a year ago, and they were asking, you know, like they were kind of like there were some people who were asking like how to get into fighters and what fighters should they look at and stuff like that. And I was telling them, you know, it's like most people recommend Street Fighter, and for a large part, I would also agree with that. But I also said that once you get the fundamentals down, you know, because Street Fighter is excellent with learning fundamentals. Once you get that down, move on, like branch out to other games and,
Yeah.
you know, expand your, you know, your repertoire, so to speak. You know,
Right.
not to say that, you know, to stop playing Street Fighter, but, you know, branch out, play other things, you know, build up your skill set.
Shit.
And
there's-
a lot of people have started
look.
taking issue with that. They're like, well, you know, you just keep playing Street Fighter. And I was, you know, you should only play Street Fighter, you know, exclusively to everything else. And I'm like, that really just
Nah.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because all the players that you know of and all the players that you that you see winning, you know, majors and stuff like that are people who branch out to other games.
Right.
You know, Street Fighter players are great at playing Street Fighter, but when they enter anything else, they get decimated. That's all. I can't think of an exception to that.
Another thing is this. You know, there's another game that's good for footsies. It's an old game. It'll help your footsies real nice too. Karate Champ. I'm not playing. I'm serious. It's very good.
Well,
for
I can
football.
see, it teaches you to be patient and
Right.
think of what you're going to do before you do it and stuff like that. And a lot of games are great for that, and including Street Fighter. So it's just one of those things where it's just like people are just they're kind of afraid to play anything else, or they'll make excuses as to why they can't play anything else, and that's just not how you get better.
Exactly.
You have to put the time in.
Just play other things. I mean, even down to 3D fighters, man. I think Virtua Fighter is the most balanced 3D fighter out there.
Mhm.
Dead or Alive. I don't know.
Dead or Alive wasn't ever really about fighting.
Nah, it was about titties.
Yo,
Yeah.
Dead or Alive has the weirdest fucking game mechanic. It's like when you're on ground, you're at an advantage. Like their frame advantage and like disadvantage is all over the fucking place.
It's really just all about counters.
No, I completely agree. I'm not disagreeing with anything.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying, like frame wise and stuff like that, like how normal fighting game usually works doesn't apply. Like how
Yeah.
normal 3D fighter works doesn't apply.
Yeah, there's a person on the stream chat here, Trevor Gilman, who said that Street Fighter taught him to slow down and analyze his opponent instead of relying on technology like Marvel taught him. And that's great because he started with Marvel, then he realized that there's things for him to learn from Street Fighter. So he went to Street Fighter and picked up things from that, and he can take those things from Street Fighter and apply them back into Marvel. So branching out, gives you will make you better at your main game.
I don't know about the Marvel part.
Like 3D
There's
3D
things
fighters.
that I've learned from Marvel that I apply in other games.
Maybe.
Nocturne 3D fighters. It's all about movement, like such as VF.
But
Yep.
I was like thinking of the older Marvel, so excuse me.
VF and Tekken.
Oh yeah, older Marvels. Yeah.
It's
I
all
don't know if
about-
you're talking about Marvel 3 or.
Well, I was thinking like Marvel 2, but I mean even Marvel 3 you can learn things from that. But I mean now it's kind of a Marvel 3 is kind of a.
That game just irks me the wrong way with the comeback.
I really wanted to like it. I really, really did. I was so excited when it came out.
This-
But
Hey guys, my problem with Marvel 3 is the button layout. Because they made it
it's the
Well,
same.
it's the same as
animated.
TVC. So,
not really TV. Not really. Actually, TVC felt more like Marvel 2.
but no, I'm saying the button layout was the same in TVC, wasn't it?
Not really.
Was it?
You
Actually,
they didn't have a launcher button.
Oh,
I played Last Bronx Jinx Hand like a couple times. That game's really hard to find.
Look at old Jinx. Yeah. So
It
basically,
used to be that the list of fighters
that's
that I
Last
have.
Bronx is the Sega version of. No, well, actually, it is Sega, but it's basically a virtual fighter with weapons, right?
Kinda, yeah. It used to be that the list of fighters that I haven't played were actually smaller than the ones that I. Is that right? Yeah, it was easier for me to say what fighters I haven't played versus the ones that I have, because I just played so many. But that's not really true anymore. I don't keep it up. I don't keep up with it as much as I used to, just because it's so hard to. It's hard like to go out. It was easier when they had arcades and stuff like that, but
oh yeah, but it felt better when you went to the arcade. It felt like you earned something when you went to the arcade. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, I mean I love arcades. I would love for them to come back. If there was an arcade right here, I would go to it.
Dude, I got an idea for arcade, but it would probably take millions of dollars to pull it off.
Well,
like-
lower million to like 100,000.
Like the sad thing about arcades is that the age of online net play has
Digital,
been
yeah.
slowly killing it, because even in Japan, something that has been thriving in arcades for
That's,
so
like,
long,
devoted to
a
it. It's
bunch of arcades down in Japan is being closed down. Which
Can
is
I-
a
can I-
fucking shame.
Now, can I ask y'all a question? And this is probably the first time I'm ever going to say something like this.
What's good?
If somebody made an arcade cabinet, let's say they make a first-person shooter for arcade, right? You have your gun, but you know how they got the Wii, not the Wii, but like an analog controller will control your man and stuff. And you go to the arcade and you playing against other arcades, other machines in different arcades and stuff. It'll still be online, but would you still come out to that? It'll be pretty much the equivalent of being on the computer and shit when you go to cyber cafes, but you play. Let's say you play. Let's take you playing Halo in an arcade shit, and you playing other people online, but you can only play the arcade only.
It depends. Like
Would you come out to play that shit?
the thing about the U.S. netcode compared to the Japanese ones is that it's shitty compared to the Japanese ones.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm talking about. But if you had like the you know the upscale stuff, you know what I mean? Would you come out and play those games? That's what I'm saying. That's what it all boils down to, bro. The thing is, the object is to get people out the damn house. Cause look at it like this: Nintendo almost killed the arcade. Like the old Nintendo almost killed the arcade scene until Street Fighter 2 came out.
No.
No, people had stopped going to arcades for a while because they felt like I could go play.
I think he was talking like before fighting games, like when Galaga and stuff, and they like ordered it over.
No, arcades were big even then. I mean, Nintendo didn't. I mean, yeah, granted, it's well, not even then really, because I mean, Nintendo just couldn't compete.
Nintendo almost looked like the arcades that we was playing before they started making like the good shit. You know what I mean? Well, I'm talking about the old Nintendo.
You know, like Donkey Kong and stuff.
Yeah. The thing that
like very early on,
yeah,
maybe
like,
for like a short period, but that didn't last very long. Once they got to 16-bit games, then arcades just really they came back because home systems couldn't
the
match
console
up.
versions couldn't handle it. Like there was usually like lag problems, or they would have to like remove sprites because of
flickering stuff like that,
RAM limitations and whatnot.
Yeah,
consoles. I don't think consoles really killed arcades. I would say it was mostly.
Well, they did, but that wouldn't happen until
not to the extent of online gaming. Online gaming is the one that killed it because it's like, oh, I could just play it in my house instead of meeting the person down at like arcade anymore. Like
but the thing is, people still go to cyber cafes, though, man. So if you were to create something,
well, cyber cafes are kind of different because not everyone has a computer that can run, like the latest games, or they may not have. There's much more of an investment with a computer than it is with a console.
But like I'm saying, like if you got like a PS3 or Xbox 360, you're gonna play the games such as Street Fighter 4. Why do you think games like good fighters with like bad netcodes are usually shitted upon?
Exactly. Like
people didn't give KOF a chance because it had shitty netcode. People didn't give Guilty Gear a chance because it didn't have good netcode. And it just there's only certain exceptions such as Marvel 3, which I don't understand why people still play that game. But I'm not. That's a whole different topic that I want to get into.
People still play Marvel 2.
Huh?
People still play Marvel 2, man. Marvel 2
online or
online? Yes.
I don't understand.
I can find matches, dude. Like it's nothing.
Wow.
Like the biggest thing that I just don't understand about fighting sim is how they're just neglecting net play. You'd think that would really be the first thing that they
like
would.
GGPO, like, hey, look, let's get GGPO for this game, guys.
Because the development time for a fighting game is far less than that of most other games now. And because you just need characters, you need stages, stuff like that.
It depends on the process. If the game already has models like made, sure. But if the game is being made from scratch, not necessarily. Like Street Fighter 4, the reason why there's a new edition is because the models are already made. For fuck's sake, they didn't even bother hiding like the new characters. Oh, it's just gonna be characters they have for Street Fighter Cross Second. Like they already have the models made. They could like literally afford to just make it the game within a year.
But what
certain fighting games? What's up? I'm sorry.
What does Street Fighter 4 look like? How they did Guilty Gear XR, right?
They might have done better.
It wouldn't matter because it wouldn't make it a better fighting game.
No, it was. I mean, you're still saying it'd be like under the same engine, right?
Yeah. Like,
it'll still be bad. Like visuals don't mean.
I don't mind if a game looks shitty.
I mean, look at Breaker's Revenge. It's like probably the worst in visuals, but it has such.
Not really. It looks better than Karnov.
It looks good. It looks better than Karnov's Revenge.
No, there are others that are like way worse. It's just
and it feels smooth too.
well, still though, most people were like,
fight fever.
Like the as long as it plays good, the game could look like dog shit for all I care.
Yeah,
My
when it comes to
problem with
fighting
Street
games,
Fighter
they've
4
never really been about the graphics or anything like that. It's about the
engine.
playability. It's about the engine.
Yeah,
is
but,
about how it plays. It's
it
about
seems to be the polar opposite now.
like in
Yeah,
the end
it's
of the
good.
game
Yeah.
in the end of the day, it all revolves around how the meta develops. Like
I hate
I
that word.
I'm sorry.
Don't use that word. It's forbidden.
I just don't like how they simplified some of the games too.
I'm
Because
sorry. It's just.
it's like they
Well, there's a lot
undermine
of catering to
players.
the casual player.
But there was
It's like,
but there was casual there was so-called catering to the casual player back when we was playing, guy. You gotta
Well,
remember.
it's a different thing. I mean, like old school games from like like Nintendo games and stuff like that were much harder than most games are now. And
Yeah,
more
a
people
lot
are
of
able to put the time in and stuff like that. So a big problem that we have now is that we didn't have then is that games now are consumed far more quickly than they were in the past. It took like a year or so before, actually even longer than that, before people really got a good hang of a lot of things that you can do in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Things are being found out in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in a fraction of that time. And
Right, because of that.
like finding out on day one. Here's my
10
kill
more
combo.
years, guys.
Yeah.
10 more
So-
years.
So a lot of times the people will just, instead of trying to find things out for themselves, they'll look, they'll try to look up guides, they'll look up videos.
Yeah, you got resources now compared to
Exactly. So like the resources are great. I'm not knocking the resources. It's just that a lot of people are choosing to duplicate instead of innovate. So they just find.
Yes. I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah, that's
So
that's
they'll see a combo. They're like, okay, I'm going to do this
All right,
combo,
time to copy paste this.
but they don't understand why the
It
combo
works.
was designed that way or anything like that. It's like I'm just going to do that.
Or for the worst part, they might not even land it at all because the other player might be too good to get hit by that crap.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like,
and
well, this game is cheap, and whatever.
Well,
Did this suddenly turn into a podcast? It's like,
yes. But
Well, basically, you got to focus on this too. You got to focus on how to open that person up. That's what more players need to actually realize and set up the combos instead of saying,
that kind of goes back into fundamentals, and
yeah.
a lot of people just don't want to
learning your neutral.
Yeah, and I got into an argument with a guy like in the thread. He was basically what it came down to was that he just didn't want to put the time into learning the game, and he was saying, it's like, well, what happens if I go to a tournament and I lose because I don't know the matchup? That shouldn't be my fault. I'm like, yes, that is your fault because you didn't go and do the research, you didn't put the time in, you didn't do all the things that you needed to do to prepare yourself. And sometimes you just you can't know every matchup. Nobody knows every matchup in every game.
Nah.
It's just something that happens, but that's a loss that you learn, that you take from, and then you learn, and then next time maybe you better prepare for it. But people just don't really want to think that way. They just want to get in and they want to own. And if they can't own, then they move to something else.
Yo, Nocturne and Gibby are doing a first to 40 in Mark of the Wolves. Holy shit. He's like, yo, please stop streaming this and stream a real match.
Why the hell do none of these dudes have flags? The fuck? Get some
Because
flags,
they're both
dude.
playing Rock.
No,
The
like
longest-
the Kerwin
Oh,
Nash
man.
just don't have no flags either.
The
I don't
longest,
know.
like, I went to a first to 100 in Marvel vs. Capcom 2
ugh.
way,
only
way, way
game-
back in the day because
the only-
I was using a team. It was called Team Big. It was Juggernaut, Colossus, and Sentinel.
Oh,
And there was so I became known for that team, and then there was another guy who had learned it.
Yeah, I remember this dude, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
his name was Matt.
what
And
wait.
Have
What
huge
guard-
beat them?
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
No.
what incident with Dark Geese?
Um,
What's Jamie talking about?
I seem to recall. I heard there was something about Dark East like some years ago. I honestly don't know what it's about.
Please don't talk about that dude right now.
I haven't seen him in like 5 years or more.
Yeah, I know.
Only
I know
about
you
five.
had like legit beef with them. So yeah, that's definitely in rounds. That we
Please,
can-
please,
I remember when they were like him and Email were like doing Dairy Fighter on SRK with like KOF 2K2 Vanilla. Like,
please don't stop talking about that guy, please. The dude moved on with his life. The dude, moved on. Leave him alone.
these
Stop
things
bitching.
must be known though. Come on, man. It's just
Nah, man.
it's like whatever.
I don't
not
even
like-
know what was that.
It's not like emails watching the stream or something, you know.
Oh,
He's gonna get super pissed off.
Talking about emails?
Oh, damn, Brave Neo.
Fucking email.
Don't mention that dude either. But
That's
you know,
another.
I don't get upset by stuff like that anymore.
but
But,
the whole point is, guys, that these new players need to have the total understanding of how. I'm not going to say how we did it back in the day, but the way we did it was more efficient than now because you sat down and you took the time to understand how the game actually operates.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, dude. And shit.
I'd like to. I think that new players have a lot more resources available to them now than we did,
Yeah,
which is great. So they can learn at an accelerated rate,
you're right.
which is really great to see. And
You make it sound
like
like it's you make it sound so okay. It is
Okay.
but,
it is okay if they do it right. Because the thing is that a lot of people, they have the resource to to learn, but they're not doing it correctly.
Yeah.
like how Ghost Pilot said that they learn combos, they don't know how to utilize it because they suck at neutral. So they're never gonna get in. They're never gonna get the hit for them to do that quote unquote combo that they saw on YouTube or some shit or some
Yeah.
random stream. And that's the thing that really hurts a lot of players. Another thing that hurts a lot of players is defense, straight up defense. A lot of games today, not a lot of games like
actually,
a lot of
I would even add to that, and I would also say mobility, because a lot of players just don't really.
movement. Yeah.
A lot of players just don't really know how to move,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
I really think that's.
Later running Rob.
You sent me a challenge. I was gonna go to bed pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm about to go to bed myself because it's 1:00 and I'm supposed to be chilling. With the
Yeah,
fam.
man.
But yeah, man, thanks guys for having
I'm gonna
me.
go.
No problem. Thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, take care, man.
All right, be cool, bro. We gonna
night,
play,
man.
man. I'm out.
Later.
But yeah, I like Turbo Gilman just he said it. The most important thing is to encourage players to play, a ton of games, and I really agree with that.
Yeah. Well,
And it's just the playing field is it's much smaller than it used to be. I mean, there are a lot of fighters that we have. I mean, there's a lot of fighters now, but there's about a third of what we had, back in the day. And something that I find is that a lot of fighters now have a lot of specifics to the engine, and it's not one of those things where it's kind of optional where you can choose not to learn it and kind of get by. It's like you either learn that particular aspect of the engine or you're going to fail. And the problem is with engines like that is that it doesn't really prepare you for other games. And because you're not learning the fundamentals or anything like that, you're learning, stuff like focus attack, like dash cancels and stuff like that, which is not something you would use for any other game.
yeah.
So you're focusing on things that you can't transfer. And I mean, yeah, it helps a little bit with execution, sure. But, that won't help you when you go to play other games. And I think there's a lot of games kind of do that to kind of make themselves unique, which, I get it's a competitive marketplace. But it's not really going to be something that is going to how can I best put it?
It's okay, man. Take your time.
How can I best put this? You're not really helping each other, so to speak. So a player is just going to focus on a particular game. Like they're going to focus maybe on Marvel, or they're going to focus on Street Fighter, or they're going to focus on, BlazBlue and, BlazBlue and stuff like that. But, but they're going to focus on those games and they're not going to play other ones. So you're dividing your player base. When before you can go from one game to another, to another, and to another, and you at least have like a basic framework.
Like, hey, do you want to try this game out? Well, sure.
Yeah, and get started and stuff like that. But for every game now, you have to start from the ground up. And
I still say that every game has something to offer when you transfer. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's like, oh, I play at like KOF. Oh, this cannot be used anywhere else. Like, I still think that every game has its learning, like what you learn, what you could apply to another game. Especially I think neutral is what really helps. Like, you understand how to whiff punish is always applies. Is always a thing in fighting games is how to whiff punish, and how to punish in general. Like if you don't even know what a punish is, why are you playing a fighter? Like,
yeah. Well, someone was asking me. I was playing Guild Wars 2, and somebody was asking me about certain things like efficiency, like how do I maximize my DPS and stuff like that. And I was like, well, because I write a lot of guides for Engineer in that game, and so people were wondering, how do you come to these conclusions and stuff like that. It's like, well, the approach I approach it the same way that I would approach a fighter. And they're like, well, okay, what's a fighter like? What does a fighter have in common with this? So I started breaking down the systems.
Yeah.
And then once I started breaking down just like things like frame advantage, frame disadvantage, punishes, just all sorts of things, how to structure combos and everything else. Then I really got to thinking, I was like, fighters are really intricate and very detailed, and there's a lot more to it than it appears to be on the surface. And then you realize that you have to be so precise. You have to get things, within a frame, which is a 60th of a second. And if you're, you could be like 2 frames off, and you can drop an entire combo, and it can cost you the match.
yeah.
I don't care much for fighting games like that where, touch of death.
A lot of games now are touch of death, and
I can understand, like, with the old game, like SF2 back in the day, like Champion Edition and Hyper Fighting.
Like KOF 13 Touch of Death only consists of final rounds, mostly anchor characters, and you have to have a meter for it.
It takes 2 fucking minutes still either way.
Games like
But
Marvel,
you have to sit through a long combo.
Marvel and
Please end
KOF,
combo.
yeah.
KOF
like
13
Marvel
and,
is different because Marvel you can legitimately kill somebody in one combo. It doesn't matter if they have X Factor or
Especially
not.
What
if
you
they,
do to get that touch in Marvel pisses me off, though. It's just fucking people
It's the,
spamming the screen, man.
Yeah,
Like-
they drew out their assist, and then the guy catches the assist, and they pretty much die.
Like in a legitimate ground-based game, touch of death pisses me off a lot less because you at least know you got opened up legitimately,
Well,
And yeah, and like Touch of Death in KOF still you need to be very like
13,
it has to be a certain
13, I can understand. With 13, it's usually down to the final round with the anchor character, and especially if he has all his drive and meter at full, then yeah.
that's one of the problems I have with KOF 13. It's a good game, and this is where I feel like I'm just like shaking a cane like an old man again. It's not KOF, and it's a great game. It has KOF characters. It has the label. It's not KOF.
It's like Atlas made another fighting game.
And yeah, it's so many fundamentals from KOF do not apply in 13. And
hops are not the same unless you're playing like Mr. Karate or Takuma.
well,
Takuma is
hops
the
aren't the same. Like punishes aren't the same. Anti-airs are not the same, and everything else.
Stand A became less effective as an anti-air. In
Yeah.
KOF 13, I think.
So it became more of a focus on, custom combos, which were
As
HD
a matter
combos.
of fact,
which
I don't see many anti-airs in there. They do have them. They're usually like EX and very risky.
Well, they have to be EX now because all the anti-airs don't have invincibility frames anymore unless you do the EX version. That was not true in the previous KOF.
Well, Kyo still like Kyo and Yori has
invul DPs.
They're
So
sync versions.
is yeah. Like a lot of characters still has their invul. It's just the thing is EX is faster.
Well, it used to
Oh,
be
so
that.
so as startup, that's the issue.
Not
It
really.
used to be that the
Because
A
you still-
version
it's-
of any anti-air was the one that you used for.
It's hard to react to a hop still to DP a hop. Like that's the thing, and like the thing about air normals in that game is kind of like beefier, so like it's harder to jab it out. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to explain. Like I don't know.
Well, the hit stun in
Yeah.
KOF is actually pretty low as compared to older versions. Your jump in has to be pretty meaty in order for you to combo off of it now,
Like
compared to previous versions. It's a good game. It's just, it's not KOF to me. KOF is not about, long HD combos. It's not about EX
but
moves.
that's besides the point. Like I still say that even though it has those things, that doesn't make the game. Like you still have that's the thing that's like the flashy shit that is like that's a sprinkle, like it still has the neutral game of KOF in my opinion. You still have trip guard, which is not I don't know, it feels a little harder, but it's still there. You still have hops and stuff like that. They just don't act the same. But I still think it's a KOF. Like it's played very similar to a KOF game. Like it I don't know. Like that's kind of a weird thing to say in my opinion.
To me, it seems like a game that emulates KOF. It's kind of like it's like watching a remake of an old movie. It's the same movie. Yeah, it touches some of the same points, but it's not the same thing. And
Oh, well.
it's like no. I mean, it's a good game for what it is, but it's not what I think KOF is.
Fair enough.
I mean, a lot of that stems from their development, like the way that they animated the characters and everything else.
Gibby said he went on a 3-year rant about no trip guard in KOF. And also, he hates juice box.
it just takes them so long to make the characters and animate them and everything else that they have to make certain concessions. And I feel that making like EX moves and stuff like that is one of those concessions. So
I noticed there was
it's a quick way of them putting in depth without having to put in
sorry
more
to interrupt.
animation.
I noticed there was like a lack of special moves in general.
Oh, that's my biggest
Like,
problem.
Most of the
yeah,
characters got drastically like stripped down in the special move.
Yeah, that's because it just took them too long to animate
Yeah.
those moves, so they couldn't.
It's a long process. It was 3D models and the 3D models were drawn over, so it's like they were
And then
like,
they
fuck it,
convert them back to 2D.
we're not gonna make EX Kyo. I mean, we're not gonna make next Kyo. We're just gonna make him 98 Kyo instead.
Yeah.
And
that's
it is what it is. Like I still say that it's like wow, like aside from like the property of his move, this is like not really that much different. I wish he would have had like at least some of the normals he had like in 2K2 and shit like that, or like his next counterpart of course. But it's whatever. But I don't know. I still say it's a good game. I like it.
Yeah, I mean it's a good
I just hope 14. God knows when they'll come out. Like I just hope that some details will be said about it.
I don't know. I mean they were getting artists and stuff like that, but I think that was for a Samurai Showdown Pachinko game.
No, close normals. The thing about KOF 13 is that they didn't have like a lot of characters don't have their normal far normals anymore. Like Ryo doesn't have his far B anymore.
A lot of far Bs are like a.
Yeah, like I think the only characters I can think of is Iori that has his far B, which is like just the lazy kick. But everybody has their like every close Bs and like close normal they're still there.
Oh,
but that's
Phil,
their far normals as well.
Yeah, Phil. Some characters have the far normals and other characters have their close. So it kind of depends.
Like Ryo has the godlike cancelable far fierce, which is far C, which is awesome. But like a lot of characters don't have, a foreign almost. Outside of their
mature
fierces.
does. No,
Outside of their fierces, of their full fierces.
yeah. No, take that back. No, mature doesn't. You can't catch it with Farsi. There's somebody else who did. I forgot. Chin used to be able to, but
So there's no trip card in 13. I could have sworn.
I don't know. I don't know which KOF he was speaking about specifically.
I think he's probably talking about 13, since we're talking about 13.
refresh me on what trip card is. That's the first time I've heard that term.
I could have sworn
Recall.
trip card is.
I mean, Real Bout is a pretty good example.
Yeah, like you're not able to block as upon landing because you have recovery.
And
They'll
catch you with a
after
sweep.
jump.
Yeah, they'll catch you with a sweep at you land and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Like in '98, like Eeyore
It's in like Street Fighter 2 as well. Like they
yeah.
might try to jump over the fireball and they think the guy
Yeah,
won't show you
they
again,
land on the sweep. Yeah.
and they land on the sweep.
Yeah. That's the first time I ever heard. Like I knew what he was talking about. I never heard that particular term. But
trip guard.
but I know the concept.
Yeah. But he's probably correct. I don't like.
Yeah, I'd really rather just call it landing frames. Trip guard, everyone gets confused. When you say
Yeah,
that.
that's what I always call it.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you can punish them upon landing.
Probably. I've always just kind of planned around it because most games have. Well, he said like. Yeah,
All I know is that Street Fighter 4, you can only punish them on like if they whiff an air normal, which is fucking impossible to do. So you might as well just DP that shit or anti-air.
Yeah.
You don't get a full punish when they land. It's a damn shame.
I think I was doing break shots way too fast, Jill. Too.
Were you?
Yeah, I think that's what was happening when I was playing the other day, and I was getting frustrated about it. Cause I'm doing them slower now, and getting that shit way easier.
You guys added Nocturne and Gibby on the chat?
Yeah, they're in there.
Okay, because I won't be able to see that because my Skype is fucked. Like every time like it just says, oh, there's an encounter, and if I press don't send, I'll just get kicked out.
Okay, no problem. And,
So I haven't pressed don't send because we're on the middle of this discussion. But yeah, I'm tired. It's fucking late. Yo, any other games you're gonna do, Lieutenant Boy? You said
I mean, like another time.
yo, put in some 98, son.
Wow, some people. I'm just noticing the Skype chat here. Some people thought I was a newcomer to Real Bout 2.
Oh,
it's,
that was just a Korean.
Yeah,
Sin.
Oh, my
Same
man,
as Sin.
Joker.
Yeah.
Joker is the best person in the world, man. Because he always comes in, it's like, hello, goodbye, how are you doing? And then he just starts his conversation.
Yeah.
I need to figure out how to get back onto Dungeon Fighter or Dungeon and Fighter.
There's a Chinese version.
Well, I'm on the Korean version, but
Oh, you lucky bastard.
well, not so lucky because what happened is that basically some stuff happened and I wound up being like collateral damage in the dispute between two players. So as a result, I wound up being banned for a year for something that wasn't my fault.
Ban still in effect.
I thought they'll ban you because they figure out that you're not Korean.
No, there's been people who've been playing that for a few years.
I know.
What,
Running
that
Wild
punished? Oh, wait, well, those are
streams
break
it
shots, isn't it?
Time to time.
No, Running Wild's still in it too.
No, he streams it from time to time. I saw
Yeah.
his latest stuff where he streams the new class.
Yeah. So like I'm in kind of like an awkward position. So I may be able to get the ban lifted. The problem is that I need to find someone who can speak Korean or is fluent in Korean that can help me translate. That could basically translate a letter that I was going to send to next in Korea to see if I can get that ban lifted because they said that. Long story short, they said all I have to do is just contact them, but I can't do it in English because that's not going to help my case.
Yeah, they'll probably like really ignore
They'll
it.
be like, oh wait, you
one less American in the server.
exactly. So I need to find someone who's fluent in Korean.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, I
That's
can send into it.
unfortunate for that.
It's cool.
I've had a lot of luck with that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, it's already 1:30.
That's pretty late.
Yeah, it is. Well, you guys are exposed. I'm 12:25. Well, 12:30.
Yeah, I'm an hour ahead.
Sure.
Oh well. Probably gonna play some KOF tomorrow, man.
Who's the person that you added? Martial Law X.
I don't know.
Everybody does the same statements.
Oh well. I'm gonna hop off, guys. Thanks for the tournament we're trying to for. Hopefully, we'll see more of it. Good
Thank
games,
you,
you guys.
everyone, for participating.
I will talk to you guys later.
All right, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And
Later.
Later, man.
yeah, let me know if there's another one coming up.
I'll be sure to like give a,
The usual channels.
better notice next time. 'Cause this was kind of short.
Yeah, look, it's kind of short. But it worked out. So
We got like a week. That's enough for a GGPO tournament. You don't gotta leave your house or anything.
Not exactly what I meant, but yeah.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out. So
Alright, later, man.
All right.
have a good night, guys, and thanks for the tournament.
Probably gonna end the call.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna leave me?
What? I mean, there's not much more to say.
All right, I'll see you guys.
All right.
Alright, later, man.
And then we got quiet.
So, what do you think, Joe W?
What I think?
Yeah, what do you think?
That was pretty good.
The game you're the god at got a lot of exposure.
It's great. And stop saying that. I'm no god.
The JLW, the god. I didn't realize I had a thunder right there. Yes, Vampire Savior is coming up this Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's my main game for the most part. This stream is mostly just about my good friend JLW.
Rotanabar was so kind enough to allow such a thing to happen. The spectacle of old men joining together to do battle.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that entered this that I was a little surprised about, in the sense where they all kind of knew each other from a long time ago. Oh crap, I mistimed that. Like, a lot of you guys were like I've known this guy for 10 years. Like, what the hell? They really knew each other for that long?
That's so. We're playing sloth.
Yeah. That combo's cool.
What are you trying out now?
I just did, ooh. I did his, punish combo. We start with close C.
Oh, with Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah, that combo's really good. Surprised there was no Kim today, but running well, like, forbid himself from playing it.
Why didn't you want to play with Kim? Where's his character?
I know.
Oh, what? Oh, it really killed me, I think. Yeah, that just really took off the last bit of the health I had. I'll play a couple more. Try Terry out again.
Damn it, JLW swooped in.
Sorry. Well, you asked me first.
That's alright. I saw 98. I'm like, oh man, I actually want to play. Now I'm interested of hearing the 3-year-long rant about that no trip card in KOF.
Yeah, maybe Gibby will tell that story later.
It's a 3-year-long rant. Oh man. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot tougher to do it in 13. I know it was in the prior games because you always fucking crouch B beats. Oh, it's like super low profile, so it's super effective in that. Oh well.
Ah, my Terry sucks.
It's okay, man.
Fucking Skype is acting up on me. I don't know why. I may have to reinstall it. For some reason, it's keeping me out. Oh, shoot.
What's up?
No, I just saw a huge thing.
I'm forgetting you don't need to do that.
I gotta...
The D air change.
I gotta do freaking... I gotta start punishing backlane a hell of a lot more. I think I'm doing the wrong... when people are
It's,
going for this life,
Yeah, it takes some getting used to.
I gotta go for sweep instead for certain situations. Like, I was doing it well, but I wasn't capitalizing.
It's okay, man.
That's alright. I'll just play more. Well, it's not as dumb as it was in, well, like 98. I don't know of the prior games, so 98. His crouch B is super low profile, so it'll literally beat certain air normals like clean. Like it even beats his own like jump back B, like clean. Like, you get a freak punish for that. It's like, oh, you're trying to cross me up, crouch B on wake up, and you could get away with it. It's a really stupid normal.
What are you doing? You're losing, Sloth. I'll block it. I don't care.
He's playing real well with Sloth.
Oh, okay. Oh well. Man, I'm surprised you still got like 47 people just chilling in the stream chat. Just I got more people to play some KOF with now. That's cool. I gotta start applying down AC pressure a hell of a lot more, man. Like, I feel like it definitely improved my pokes, because I could just cancel and get in afterwards, so. I don't know Fatal Fury characters like that. You should what's the old man's name from in the background? Old Man Willard, the guy from Aikido.
Jubei?
There you go. His name is Jubei.
That's such a stupid super.
Yeah, running, there was no Kim.
It was literally no Kim. There was no Kim, no Billy. There was 2 Krausers, 2 Bobs technically, 1 Marco, Wait, not Marco. What's this fucking name again? Franco. There we go.
No, there was more than one Franco.
Wait, who else was playing Franco besides Cool Pilot?
I think
Marco.
Nocturnal for a brief minute.
Franco Rodriguez. Marco Bash.
Yeah, there you go. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Oh man, I'm beat.
Oh yeah, man.
I found another Guru video to work on. That was
Oh, nice.
Spelunker and Forbidden Siren. That was pretty funny.
What do you have in mind?
It was like I was working on it a little bit before the tourney, and I got to finish up.
Okay, that's I can't wait to see that.
Only got one match done so far. Well, I had an idea. I just threw in like Doom foot dive, and then every time she did her projectile, it just went wind from like storm from MVC3.
You should just put. I shall meet you at the monorail. That's too long.
That will even that will even make sense.
No, of course not. But that line always cracks me up.
The power of Gaia, the power of the wind.
But yeah. Oh man. Hilo Yo-Yo. Are they still having their first to 40?
I guess so. I went to play. I kind of closed the game.
Jeez, let's see what characters they're using now.
Oh no, I played. I had a little run back. I did better against Nocturnal, but I kind of lost count. I don't know if we were doing the first to 5 or not.
You beat him like 8, and then you like GG's.
I beat him like 8. Are you sure?
I mean, you won a couple, and he won a couple, then you won like 6 in a row.
Did I?
Yeah.
I have to look at the archive. I really don't remember.
It was something like that. Sanchu
Oh,
was
man.
going in.
That was Chandra.
Is this random select
Chandra.
on both
Yeah.
ends? I wonder.
No, it's okay. I mean, everyone. I mean, they're not really that well known. I mean, I guess you can call it a comeback that they came back in like Battle Coliseum, but.
Oh, it's Potaro, aka the rapist.
Oh, it's 5-4. Thanks, Knock. So it was a first to 5. I just barely won.
I saw like 6 wins at one point. Maybe that was before you started going in. I don't know. I think maybe you played extra.
Oh
I
my
sworn I saw like
you
6
fuck.
wins at some point.
I don't know. My head hurts. Probably just tired. Oh man, I haven't like been defeated in a long time. Feels great.
There you guys.
And most people are like, "What? That's the weirdest thing to say." But I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
I never want to lose.
You gotta play more. You gotta play more Alpha too. It's been a while.
You did surprisingly well, bro. You made it to.
To the 3rd place.
Alright, 2
Yeah.
more sloth. I'm gonna get some food after this. I haven't eaten any for dinner or anything.
I'm hungry too.
This whole ordeal made me hungry.
I feel like putting up that podcast segment on YouTube or so. just rambling, but it was great though. It'd be like a Robot 2: The Aftermath.
Yeah. Well, it technically is. But what to say? Dale wins.
I mean, that was such a great discussion. It just
I hate. Oh my god! I don't know why. It still bothers me right now.
what's up?
That camp stance, man. Why does he cocks his head back like that?
It's okay. I guess he'll never go over there.
I'm not gonna get over that. Yeah, he just like he literally breaks his neck just how far he cocks it back. Oh, that bob.
Oh, red.
Oh, I'm watching it from the stream, so you're probably should be close to be done from now.
Kienzon.
Oh shit, it's Valentine's.
Podcast post tournament.
Yeah.
Man, half the time I'm like passing out. I don't even feel like talking after the tournament.
Well, I mean, you
But
didn't
that's
really
usually
do-
mostly when because I'm running the vampire tournaments. You know what I mean? I didn't have to do much talking this time around. It was fine.
Yo, when's the day you're gonna do Savage Rain?
Savage Rain? I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I don't want to just beat a bunch of people free. You know what I mean?
You know, it could
Okay.
just be, it could be a little small tournament, like 8 people. Dude. Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh, Wills.
Hey. When are you gonna do a Go Kaiser tournament?
I already did a Gal Kaiser tournament. Why were you
Yeah.
there?
I wasn't.
I don't care for the game. Like,
Nobody does.
when are you gonna do a Breakers revenge tournament?
Nah, I could like that.
I'm pretty sure we could hit like we could hit.
Yeah, man. Savage Rain. One can combining boomerang and karate ata.
Yeah, which one is better, Kazuno Counter or Savage Rain?
Savage Rain. A lot of people say Kazuno Encounter. It's like maybe a more typical fighting game, but I think it's just really boring. Alright, GG Sloth.
Savage Rain is the concept is very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really play like a typical fighting game, but it's pretty. I don't know. I
don't-
find it pretty
don't-
fun. It's
I
not like
don't
anything
mind
else.
It's just so goofy, and I don't mind the lane shifting in there. And then it's so interactable too. It's like interactable as
Yeah.
before Injustice. You're like kicking chandelier and just from the ceiling and
Yeah.
like Eagle stage. I mean, not chandeliers, but the spotlights. And then like the chandeliers and like the Chinese stage with like whatever that old man's name is, who was like apparently got his baseball cap from Terry Bogard or something.
Yeah.
They like wrote it into the same universe and whatnot. There's like a future post-apocalyptic South Town.
Yeah, it's off down. And
Where-
he
where
got his
Rock-
blue hat from alternate color Terry.
Exactly.
From alternate color.
The B color.
He doesn't even have like it'd be cool maybe if he's like the Chun's alt and he gets a red hat, but no, he just gets like I think he does like a green one or something.
If you
Kazuna
still,
it was a black hat, and that was like one of Terry's old colors.
if you're still gonna stream Return Over when
nah.
you step out,
gonna
if you want
chill.
something to stream, Nocturne and this dude is still playing.
I'm probably not gonna bother streaming anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut off here in a second.
Alright, well, guys, thanks for tuning in. There
Alright.
shall be a next time.
Yeah, so I'll probably do one of these next month. Like I said before, on Saturday, I'm gonna do the Vampire Savior tournament at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. I totally recommend following me on Twitch so you get updates when I go live, because I stream a lot of tournaments for marginalized games.
And Twitter. Don't forget Twitter.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Peace.
Twitter's very good, so I'll be there too.
Later, guys.
And then another note of interest. Next, not this Saturday, but next one, I'll be at Rebel Up all day. Go to this stream right now. I'm gonna send you all here. Yeah, go watch Guilty Gear on Numaki stream. He's streaming Guilty Gear from Rebel Up, or not Rebel Up. The Run Back. On 2 Saturdays from now, I'll be on his stream. We'll be stream. We'll actually have TVC there for the first time. Tatsunoko versus Capcom, and then after TVC, we'll stream Vampire Savior. And then JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the Capcom version, Heritage from the Future, and then Melty Blood.
Hello.
So
Hello, sir. How are we doing today? Sorry.
Or-
the stream's
About
ending
the-
right now. I'm saying goodbye right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I just have a question about the Melty Blood thing. You're gonna be streaming it from like your house, or you're gonna be doing online things?
It's Multi-Blood, we're doing it from Super Arcade. That's what I'm saying. All these tournaments I just mentioned right now, it's all from Super Arcade.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool,
so
cool.
it's all from Rebel Up at Super Arcade. We're sort of trying to expand a little bit there by putting TVC in, but we have no space at all for anything anymore. It's getting to the point where I kind of want to do my own event, but I don't know.
You
if I
doing it
can...
through the level up stream, or you going to bring your equipment?
It's probably gonna be streamed on Numaki stream. I actually might talk to him and have him do TVC on mine, and then send everyone that's on my stream to his stream after TVC's over.
All right, cool.
Cause
yeah, man. Thanks for doing this for Tannenbaum, man. I just wanted to personally thank you, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This isn't even my game. I did this for JLW.
Well, in turn,
but it made a lot
you
of
did it for everyone else, man. You made a lot of people happy.
Yeah, no, it worked out really well. It made a lot of people happy. So I'm happy that it went a little further than I even anticipated.
You ever thought about doing a Samurai 5 special or what?
I
haven't yet.
I don't want to get you too head, you know.
Yeah, that's
too much on.
I kind of want to start expanding and doing other stuff more often, even if I don't technically play the game. That's even further away of being my game than this one, though.
So what made you? So what you think about Real About now, Returnable, after seeing how these matches are played and stuff?
Oh, I mean, I had an idea how it was played. I just need to pick another character because I wasn't really feeling Kim so far yet. I want to pick someone that does maybe a little more mix-ups and stuff.
Well, somebody more mix-up friendly.
Yeah.
Janchi, I mean, not fucking, what's his face again?
Yeah, he's thinking of Chaozu, man.
Yeah,
after
there you
watching
go.
Ghost Pilot.
Yeah, no. Well, I saw Chanshu before that as well, and I was like, yeah, this character looks like someone I might play.
Chanshu and Rick, man, got the best.
Yo,
I want someone with a bunch of mix-ups and the best normals.
And if you want somebody that got some,
Oh, never mind.
actually, Sean Fay is good if you know how to do the parries.
Yeah.
Man, when I was playing hero dude, I was super confused about that character and lagged it out.
I noticed, man, like...
Oh yeah, Eltro, you was using Krauser the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Good job, man. You did great, bro.
Thanks.
Matter of fact, you want to play me right now?
I'm a little tired, and I wanted to play a little bit of 98, but I'll play.
Yeah, just first and three, man.
Alright, I'll do it
Alright.
first. This game is fast enough.
Alright, I'm getting the hell out of the call for right now because I'm going to go get some food.
Alright, man.
Dog, thanks, man. Thank you,
no
bro.
problem. I'll let you know what's upcoming because, like I said, I'm going to do this again next month. Probably.
Joe W, are you gonna set the call for the other?
Alright, I got the hell out of there for a second while I say my final goodbyes. So yeah, everyone go stream bomb Numaki. I'll link it a third time too. And then go follow him as well, because he needs your follows. He streams a lot of good stuff over there. A lot of stuff you don't see very often. Has a slight more anime tinge than my stream, I'd say. But it's a lot of stuff I like anyways. Okay, man, I hate having to talk in the actual chat because the stream delay is so bad. Ugh. Okay, whatever. I'll deal with it. Alright, guys, I'm out. I'm gonna go get some very late dinner. It's been a long stream. Go stream bomb Nimaki, like I said. Okay, peace out.